Hey everyone, out in our shed here, and want to do a quick video on this pressure washer. Looks like a normal pressure washer. I picked this up from my brother-in-law who had it, and it wasn't working right. I think they said it wasn't running right. So I messed around with it a little bit, and sure enough, it would run and spray for a little while, and then the engine would bog down and die. And so I checked out the engine. Seems like it's fine. It's a good motor, professional, Briggs and Stratton, really powerful. Had a little fuel leak. Obviously, that's not what was causing it to die. So then I took the pump apart and realized that the pump was failing. It was seizing up, and so when you'd first start it, it would run fine, and then I assume what was happening is once it heated up, the pump would seize and the motor would bog and die. And then it'd be really hard to pull. You couldn't pull it to get it to turn over. So I took the pump apart. I think I ended up finding a broken part in it. And then I just let it sit for a long time because I didn't want to mess with it. We didn't really have a need for it, and it just sat. But recently, we wanted to clean off our patio and power wash a deck, or steps and a fence, and I wanted to fix this. So bought this pump on Amazon. It's a matching pump for the Bilt model number, and it was only like $70. Very simple install. Required a couple spacers to space it right, which they call out in the instructions. I just used some nuts that were the right size to space it properly, and it works great. We've been using it this weekend. I'll post some videos here in a minute of us using it. We ended up using it to power wash the deck and some steps, like I said. And power washes are great. There's nothing special about using them, but I just wanted to call out that if you ever have one like this and it's not working right or bogging down, it's amazing how cheap you can get the pumps and replace them online. So I would encourage everyone to give that a shot. I'll turn it over here and kind of show you how it's installed. It's very simple. It just has a keyed shaft on the motor. The motor shaft comes out of the Briggs motor here, and then there are 3 mounting points there, and then there's one down below there. And once you position it right, it's pretty straightforward to install it. Like I said, I had to put a spacer on that back one. You can see without the spacer, it would have hit the bottom of the motor. Has a little fitting there. It's almost like some sort of boss for an attachment or something. But yeah, so we'll see how long it lasts. I feel like the motor was making some noise yesterday that wasn't particularly good. Almost looks like there might be some oil begin to leak out of it there, which is a little concerning. They say that this is rated for 300 hours. I'm already seeing what looks like some leakage on the motor case there, so we'll see. I don't know. It worked great for the weekend. I would say it's been worth the $70 that we've put in it to get it going again. If I had to replace it again next year, I wouldn't be too disappointed. So I'll post a video of the actual part that we purchased, and also some video of it working on the fence. It was pretty spectacular. Worked great. So if you need a pump replaced, or your water pressure washer is not working right and bogging down and freezing, but the motor seems like it's working fine, then it's probably the pump that's seizing up on you. Here's the part that we ended up using for the pressure washer. I think the model number for our pressure washer was this 020414. You can find it on the bottom of the pressure washer. You can see if I think I just 020414. It pops up right away. There are a lot of different options here. I found one that seemed to match what we're looking for and had good reviews. I think this is the same one here. And pretty happy with it. It comes with all the valves necessary. There's really nothing you need to do to it when you install it. The only thing I had to add is this pressure relief valve, which screws in on the back here. It comes disassembled. I'm not exactly sure why. But that was very straightforward to add. It has the intake, so you can put soap or something into the intake. Comes with a hose, but that's really it. It just comes with that pressure relief valve and the intake, and that's it. It's a sealed unit. We'll see how long it lasts. But I think this is the actual Troy Bilt model, so it's listed from the Troy Bilt store, so it should be the one that came with it. So I'll give an update if we have any issues with it. Like I said, it seems like it's making a little bit of noise, but so far it's been working just fine, and we're really happy with it. Here I'm going to give a quick overview of the power washer working. I'm using a pretty extreme example of a dirty fence we had. It does a really good job of taking the mold and mildew off. Again, nothing fancy here. This is just what pressure washers do, but it's pretty cool to see it in action. Here's the actual result of the pressure washing. So we did the the fence there. Old fence we're going to replace eventually, but we're cleaning it up for the 4th of July and going to stain it. We'll stain it to match the wood that's up there on the shed. And then we did all of the concrete up there. You can see it's nice and bright white. And then we have some steps that go up to a trail that's behind our house here. And we power washed all those steps. You can see them there. These were completely covered with moss and algae and slippery, and again, nothing shocking about what a power washer can do, but it is pretty amazing how quickly, in just a couple hours, I was able to do this entire fence and the steps up there. And they don't look new, but they certainly look more new than they did, and after some stain or sealer, I think they'll look great for quite a while.